So let me tell you, the biggest game changer for me, and I don't know, it just mentally clicked, was for me to prioritize my nutrients as opposed to taste and emotion. Hi friends! Oh, I am so excited to share this week with you. As you guys know, for those who've seen and been following my keto journey, the last couple of weeks have been rough, to say the least, okay? It just hasn't been coming naturally easy for me, or just, I don't know. I was engaging in emotional eating, and then, I don't know, I just feel like my heart wasn't in it. Like I wasn't excited about it. I didn't want to exert so much energy about it. But this week I tracked all of my nutrients, and it has been a game changer. Well, not all the nutrients, but the big ones. Like I tried to track how much vitamin A I was getting, B, C, D, fiber, magnesium. That's about it. Like that's what I was trying to figure out, if I was getting and hitting my target amount for those. And there was no magical target amount just for me, just based on, nutritional value, if I was getting enough. And it has been a game changer. This week was amazing. So before I go on and on in detail, go ahead, watch what I ate, and then we'll talk after. Grand Rising, happy Monday, y'all. I'm so excited because I'm just ready. I feel really pumped up. My energy's really good about this week. I feel like I'm finally ready to get it together and really track my nutrients and stuff. So in here, I have 12 ounces of coffee. I have 3 tablespoons of coconut milk. I'm going to add a half a dropper of liquid stevia and mix that all up, and then I'm going to get ready to take my vitamins. Okay friends, so I have measured out, this is going to be my new smoothie for the week so that I can make sure I get my nutrients that I need, okay? I measured out 1 ounce of baby spinach, 1 ounce of fresh kale. I get this from Walmart. I got this from Walmart as well, and I put 2 scoops of this in there. Plenty of great nutrients. 1 tablespoon of flaxseed meal, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, and I think I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts because of the magnesium intake in there. All right, so I added a half a cup of my unsweetened vanilla coconut milk and a half a cup of water. And I just want to see, so I'm using this app called Nutritionix. And the reason why I'm using this app is because I usually use the Keto Diet app, but the reason why I'm using this one is because it tracks your vitamins and stuff that you take. So when I look at my lunch, which this is, it tells you your percentage. So I'm 56% fat, 20% protein, 24% carbohydrate. But what I love as well is it tracks how much vitamins you're getting, the percentage that you need as well, because a lot of the apps will just tell you the carbs, the fats, and the protein, but I want to know the vitamin as well. And I know that if I make it a goal of mine to eat 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts every day, which I know I can, I'm getting 100% of what I need for magnesium. So, well, not magnesium, manganese, well, 45% for magnesium, but I'm going to go ahead and try this again. This is 1 ounce of spinach, 1 ounce of kale, 3.5 ounces of frozen strawberries. They're kind of big, so I only put 2 in. A tablespoon of flaxseed meal, a tablespoon of chia seeds, 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts, and then 2 scoops of this antioxidant and fruit and fiber, which gives you everything you need, really. So let me go ahead and mix this up. Here we have it. So I'm going to drink all of this, including what's left in here. And this, and I vow to do this every day this week. Now I used to do this, but I didn't make sure I added kale and this fruit and protein powder. I'm gonna see how this does. I'm gonna drink this every day. This is gonna be like a meal for me. So this is technically like lunch, or really breakfast. I didn't have breakfast this morning. Time check, it is 3:09. Y'all, it's time for dinner. I'm gonna just put some wings on the grill and some burgers. And then I'm going to saute some veggies, and I'll show you guys that. Once I'm done, just seasoning this with brown sugar bourbon. Now, I know this isn't really keto friendly. It does have brown sugar in it, but It's fine. I'm fine with it. Some salt, pepper, and garlic. And here I have Flavor Bomb burger, salt, pepper, and garlic. So let me go ahead and make the patties up. Okay, I'm gonna make my sugar-free barbecue sauce. Well, I have some sugar-free barbecue sauces here. I get these from Walmart. I really like this one the best. This one I don't like as much, but I'm gonna use it because I have it. I'm just gonna add some sugar-free ketchup to it and some sriracha and probably some monk fruit sweetener, and that'll be my barbecue sauce. Oh, and a little bit of mustard. And boom, we got the barbecue sauce all doctored up. I really don't like the taste of this one as much as I liked this one. But when I add the sugar-free ketchup, a little dollop of mustard, a little extra sriracha because I like a kick, and about a full spoonful of, I'd say a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half of monk fruit sweetener. Then I added some cracked pepper and garlic. Boom, delicious. Okay, so the burgers and the wings are on the grill. I like my wings like extra crispy, so I leave them on there a little bit longer. They've been on there for about 30 minutes at this point. I just been flipping them and adding the barbecue sauce. So I have some sauteed peppers and onions going here. I have our broccoli. My girls, I have some rice that I'll add. I always keep cooked rice in the fridge, so they will have rice with theirs. I'm going to have these for my burger bun. I'm going to use these Carb Balance sun-dried tomato and basil tortillas. Can't wait to try these. And then I'm going to load it up with my peppers, onions, tomato, mayo, ketchup, and it's going to be delicious. And lettuce. And I might have a salad too, but we'll see. I cannot wait to eat, y'all. So I have a burger here, tomato, peppers and onions, ketchup, mayo on the tortilla. I don't know how quite I'm going to eat this yet, but I'll figure it out. One barbecue wing and some broccoli. Time check, it is 6:34. Grand Rising, friends. Happy Tuesday. So I wanted to show you my summary from yesterday. 35% protein, 14% carbs, 51% fat. That's how much vitamin A, C, calcium, and iron I got. I wish there's a way for me to test to show the magnesium levels that I'm getting too. I'll have to look to see if there's another app. But here are my total carbs. Now that's the total carbs, but then there's the dietary fiber, and I'm really happy about that. That is what, 17 net carbs for the day? Like I said, this was yesterday. I put everything in for my dinner. So I'm really hungry actually now. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to make myself breakfast. Got my omelet here I'm about to take out. Just put my sausage in. But this is just one egg that I added like a lot of water to and a little bit of heavy cream to make it kind of thin with cheese. And then I have a little bit of jalapeno, red bell pepper, and red onion. So I don't know how I'm gonna add all that into the app, but I guess I will. Coffee time. Time check, it's 10:52. I've added a tablespoon of MCT oil today. I forgot yesterday, but I did it today. Lunchtime, I'm gonna have 2 leftover chicken wings, and I'm gonna make myself a smoothie shortly. Okay, same smoothie as yesterday. Turned out a lot greener. I think I put a little bit extra kale in it, but yeah, this is my smoothie. There's what's left over. I'm gonna drink that as well. Time check, it's 3:13. Pizza night, homemade pizza night. We were out pretty late today, outside bike riding. We went on a long bike ride. We're playing outside, and by the time we came in and took baths, it was just late. So the girls are having pizza. They're eating right now. It's 8:45 already, so I'm about to put hubby and I's pizza in. This is just the sun-dried low-carb tortilla with spinach, sausage, pepperoni, tomato, mozzarella, and some drizzled olive oil on top. All done. Time check, it is 9:06, super late, but starved, so I gotta eat. And rising, happy Wednesday. I have like a little keto cereal here. I have keto granola here at the bottom, some hemp hearts, and then I added a strawberry, 2 strawberries, like 3 or 4 raspberries, a little bit of blueberries, almonds, and unsweetened coconut flakes. I just wanted something like this today. I wish I had yogurt. I would have added that in, but I don't. And then a fried egg with some cheese on top. So that's gonna be my breakfast, and then I'll show you guys my macros from yesterday. Coffee time, it's 11:46. Just got some unsweetened vanilla coconut milk, MCT oil, half a dropper of liquid stevia, and just like a little splash of heavy cream just to lighten it up. Let me show you the macros from yesterday. All right, let's go. Yesterday, I had an omelet. I had a homemade pizza for dinner. I don't know why I put it in there for lunch, and then I had my shake, as you guys remember. Here are my macros. Look at the carbs. I just don't understand where all that was coming from. So what is that, like 27 net carbs, 28 net carbs? So I'll do better for today. I'll just be conscious of that. I didn't realize that my homemade pizza, which had, oh, it doesn't show the ingredients. Let's see. The tomato basil sun-dried tortilla, carb balance tortilla, is 5 net carbs as opposed to 4. But anyway, it's all good though. I'm still feeling great. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to make dinner. I'm trying to make it early tonight. I have some spaghetti squash from the green chef box that I didn't use last week. So I'm gonna use it tonight with my Penang curry chicken. So I'll show you. Drizzled it with EVOO, salt, pepper, and garlic. And now I'm going to put it face side down and bake it 425 for about 20-25 minutes. This is what I'm using. Red curry paste. I get this from Walmart. They sell it at Publix, but it's kind of expensive at Publix, but they sell it at Walmart. I'm going to use this whole can, saute it in a little bit of butter. I'm going to add my coconut cream. Yummy. It's going to be so good. And then here's my chicken. This is just for husband and I. My girls won't eat this. I'm gonna make them some popcorn shrimp. All right, so I added the whole jar of red curry paste, and then I added just a little bit of the coconut milk just to almost look like a thick soup consistency. Now I put my chicken in. I'm gonna cook my chicken. Then I'm gonna add my onions and half of this bell pepper sliced thin, and then I'll probably add a little bit of monk fruit sweetener, golden monk fruit sweetener, and this is going to be delicious. It smells so good already. Just cooking this down. I added the peppers, just added the onions. Now I'm going to add a little bit more coconut milk just to make sure that the chicken gets cooked all the way through here. Once you add the milk, it's hard to see, but I'm just going to wait and make sure the chicken is cooked all the way through, and then I'll add the rest of the milk. All right, this is looking good. So now I think I'm gonna go ahead. I forgot to tell you, I did put like a little bit of butter in here, and then I put the whole jar of the red curry paste, sauteed that a little bit. Then I added, like I said, a little bit of the coconut milk, then the chicken and the peppers and the onions until everything's cooked through. The peppers and the onions will soften once I add in the coconut milk. Also, I season the chicken with salt, pepper, and garlic. All right, y'all, I put the whole can in. When I tell you this smells so good, oh, it's so good. So I'm just going to let this simmer for a little bit. This actually is better the next day, believe it or not. It thickens up, and it's so good the next day. It'll be like 3 times thicker than this. So I'm just gonna let this simmer. I'm gonna add a little bit of monk fruit sweetener, taste it. I'll probably add a fresh basil. Let me show you my basil, because I'm so proud. Boom. So I'll pick a little fresh basil from up here and add that in. Okay, spaghetti squash is done. It's really hot. Let me flip it over. Ooh, let me get something. Here we are, y'all. Looks so good. Okay, so let's see. Oh, look at that. It's gonna be perfect. So what I did was I added the basil. It's cooking. Added the basil. It's looking good, smelling delicious. Here we have the spaghetti squash. That's what it looks like. It's not seasoned, you know, so if you wanted to season this and just like with butter, salt, and pepper, you could. It's my husband's. But the sauce is so filled with so much flavor that you really don't need it. Ooh, y'all, this is so good. Can't wait to eat. So this is it. Time check is 5:14. Look at this beautiful plate, y'all. This is 1 egg. I love the way I make my omelets, and it has bell pepper and onion in it and cheddar cheese. I have 2 strawberries, some blueberries, and blackberries, and a sausage. Time check, it's 10:46. Coffee time, it is 11:30. I'm having a random hodgepodge for dinner tonight. Oh, I forgot to put bacon on that one. Anyway, these are jalapeno poppers. I use Wholesome Yums recipe. Basically, it's just cream cheese, shredded cheddar cheese, garlic, powdered garlic, and some scallions mixed all around. And then bacon mixed in the cream cheese and bacon sprinkled on top. I'm gonna bake them 15 minutes, 400 degrees. And following with random dinners, this is cauliflower rice from Aldi. I have this, and then I have this from Trader Joe's. This isn't that keto friendly. I'm not sure. I guess because it has green peas in it and all this other stuff. So it's like 5 grams. So I only put a little bit to give it a little bit of color. Then I had some frozen scallops that I thought I sauteed these in salt, pepper, garlic, and butter. I'm gonna put that in the cauliflower rice, and we're gonna have the jalapeno peppers. Girl, that's my random dinner for tonight because it was a crazy long day. I didn't take anything out. I'm just holding on and making it work. Sorry, y'all, the steam. I added the scallops in here. It smells really good. I just season with salt, pepper, and garlic, and if it still needs something extra, I'll add a little soy sauce and call it a day. Sorry, I ate like 2 bites. Put a little bit of yum yum, like maybe 1 tablespoon. I know it's not keto friendly. I haven't tried the keto yum yum sauce yet from Walmart, but that's on my list. And here are my jalapeno poppers. This is dinner. Time check at 7:43. Hey y'all. So I literally just got home, finished showering. I have been gone literally 12 hours from like 8 to 8. I was helping my dad finish building this garden box that he wanted to build for my mom, and he built it, and then it ended up being this really big project into almost like a greenhouse that's screened in, and we had to lug dirt. I ended up literally shoveling a half a ton of dirt. up and down this hill with this wheelbarrow. So I got my workout today. So I didn't have my camera with me, but I did film what I ate for breakfast. I took my breakfast over there with me, which was 2 pieces of bacon, an egg, and some sola bread with Kerrygold butter. So that was fine, but my phone died and I couldn't record my lunch. And so what I just had to eat what my mom and them had there, which the only thing that really I could eat was, I made myself some deviled eggs. I hard boiled 2 eggs, made some deviled eggs really quick with just mayo, a little bit of relish. And my dad does have stevia, so I sweetened it with a little bit of stevia. And then I also had some strawberries and half of a yellow bell pepper. And that gave me enough energy to just finish working, because we literally did it all day until my husband got off of work and he helped. My dad started getting tired. You know, they're older, so they have to take it easy. So anyway, it was a fun day. I just didn't get to record like I normally do, and I didn't get to have my smoothie because I wasn't home. But let me tell you something, I feel great. I feel amazing this week. I'm telling you, like, me tracking those nutrients and me making sure I get my smoothie every day has really, really, really helped. I've been taking my vitamins every day. I've been taking my electrolytes every day. I've been taking my micro boost every day. Let me show you, which are micronutrients and minerals that you need. And if you're keto, and especially if you've been keto for a while, it's important that you get your electrolytes. This is important. I think I kept like going on and off with taking them, but this week I was diligent on taking them every single day, and I'm telling you, it really feels great. So now I'm home. Like I said, I've been gone all day. It's 9 o'clock already. So my husband just picked up some wings. I have 10 lemon pepper wings. I'm about to make us our salad, and we're gonna watch a movie, and that's gonna be our dinner for tonight. All right, y'all, here's my dinner. 10 lemon pepper wings. This is a salad I made for home, which is spinach, strawberries, 2 strawberries, some gorgonzola, crumbled gorgonzola cheese, and blue cheese dressing. And then I have my blue cheese for my wings. So time check, pretty late. It's 9:12. Grand rising, friends, and happy, what is it, Saturday? I'm so hungry. I woke up so hungry this morning because of all the work I think I did last night or yesterday. It is 12:13. I slept until 10:30. I have not slept that late in forever. So this morning I have omelet. I made it with 2 eggs this time, and I have some green bell peppers and a little bit of onions in there, and cheddar cheese, 3 pieces of bacon, and some sola bread. This time I used the wrapping always comes off, but this is Skinny Girl sugar-free strawberry rosé, strawberry preserves. It doesn't have the cleanest ingredients because it does have maltodextrin in it as the 2nd or 3rd ingredient, but it's only 1 net carb. So that's and I only eat this maybe once every 2 weeks, once a week, when I just want a little something on my sola bread. So that's what I'm gonna have. Dinner time, y'all. It is 6:50. We ordered out to our favorite, one of our local restaurants. I have a steak salad and some wings. I didn't have my smoothie today, but I really wasn't hungry. I just drank my water, and I had the breakfast, and I had coffee, and so now we're gonna eat this. These are hot wings, and this is gorgonzola cream dressing. That's low carb. Grand rising, happy Sunday, y'all. So it is really late. Hubby and I relaxed this morning. We watched Thor for the first time. We had never seen it. I know, we're new to the Marvel universe. Anyways, so I am just now drinking my coffee. It's 12:51. I'm gonna have my coffee, then I'm gonna have a smoothie, and I'm also gonna take something out for dinner because I don't know what I'm gonna make tonight yet. All right, y'all, it's 1:57. I'm hungry. I'm gonna have some cereal, and I'm gonna have my smoothie. Let me go ahead and add all my ingredients. Okay, got my spinach in there. Now I'm gonna pick my fresh kale off the stem and rinse it off. This kale is actually really dirty. That's dirt, so you want to make sure that you wash it really well. Okay, making one for my hubby too. I put an extra strawberry in his, so he has 4 strawberries, 4 frozen strawberries, kale, spinach, organic unsweetened vanilla, coconut milk, just a little bit though, because the rest will be water, because he doesn't like his that thick. 2 tablespoons of hemp hearts, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, and then 2 scoops of this antioxidant fruit and fiber. I really like this stuff a lot. Could be all mental, but to me, it just makes me feel like I'm getting all my fruits and veggies. And the fiber, keyword, the fiber. You need that fiber, y'all. It's making my bowel movements better, just, between you and I. We're family, so we can talk about that kind of stuff. Mine is the same, except for I added 1 less strawberry. So there's 3 strawberries in here, and I put a little bit more spinach. So I'm gonna add water to these. Oh crap! Tag on. That was not good. Okay, had to clean that up. But I added him another scoop in there. So let me go ahead and add the water. Here we have it. Now, I will tell you this is not a sweet smoothie. Of course it's not, it's keto. So I look at it like I'm just giving my body nutrients that it really needs, that helps me to feel better. And that's what gets me through it. You don't have to enjoy every single bite of food that you eat. You can enjoy some of it, but some of it is just, you know, like putting gasoline in your car. You just do it. You don't get any enjoyment from that. And that's how I look at this, just in case you're wondering, oh, how could you drink that? That's how I look at it. I started drinking mine, and I even drank it down to add what was left over in the container. Here's my husband's. My husband's isn't as green because I added that extra strawberry in there, but it does make a difference. See, it's a little bit not as dull. Mine's bright greener. So this is gonna be our brunch, I guess. Time check, it's 2:18. All right, y'all, so dinner time, it's 5:19. I'm gonna saute some cabbage. It's just Hubby and I, because the girls are eating at my parents' house. So I'm gonna saute some cabbage. This is about a pound and a half of cabbage that I'm gonna saute. And I'm gonna try to make keto chicken nuggets with canned chicken breast. Now, canned chicken breast really doesn't have that much fat in it, if hardly any fat at all. You know, does have the protein, but doesn't have the fat, which is fine. I will add the fat in because I'm gonna fry them and just pan saute them in olive oil and butter probably. And I'm gonna saute my cabbage in olive oil and butter and season it heavily, of course. And we'll see how this goes. This will be my first time trying to make something like this. Now, I don't have pork rinds, which is what they usually use for the coating for this. I think I'm just going to add either coconut flour or almond flour, lots of seasoning, an egg or two, bind it together into like a little patty, and then saute them. All right, so the cabbage is in here. What I did is I used a packet of this Saison Goya seasoning, one whole packet, and then salt and pepper. And there's like about 2 tablespoons of butter and a couple tablespoons of olive oil at the bottom. I'm just gonna mix this around a little bit. I don't want to mix it too much because I want to get it crispy at the bottom, then kind of turn it over so all the sides can get nice and crispy. And there's been a change of plans with the chicken breast. Ask Hubby if he wanted chicken patties or curry chicken salad. He said curry chicken salad. If y'all haven't tried my curry chicken salad recipe, what are you doing, girl? It is a game changer and so good. So I'm going to show you how to make it again today. All right, this is how the cabbage is looking. Looks really good. Smells very, very good. So this is still cooking down. It's nice and sauteed. There's a lot of liquid that draws on the bottom, but I like to cook it until most of the liquid's gone. Now I'm gonna make my curry chicken salad. Here is everything I put in my curry chicken salad. I have red onion. This is a 1/2 ounce of chopped pecans. This is about 6 or 7 grapes cut into 4 pieces. I have some Pinot Grigio. You're just gonna put a little splash, just a tiny splash in it. I have, oh, I didn't mean to get my Dukes. I meant to get my Hellmann's out. I want to put Hellmann's mayonnaise in it. I mean, I've never tried it with Dukes. Maybe I should to see how it tastes. Dukes and Hellmann's taste different. Like if it's a burger or a sandwich, I'm using Dukes. But usually for tuna or any kind of chicken salad, egg salad, or anything like that, I use Hellmann's. But maybe I should use a Dukes and see how it tastes. And then, of course, I have my curry powder. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to chop my pecans up a little bit more because there's some big chunks in there. I'm going to go ahead and add everything in, and then I'll show you when I'm finished. I forgot to add celery. If you don't have celery, it's not going to make or break your recipe. It's optional, but I do have some celery, so I'm going to add some. And that was just 1 stick. I'm going to go ahead and add this in as well. So I like to mix it up before I put my seasoning and mayonnaise in, just to make sure everything is equal, like around in equal parts, so that when I put the mayonnaise and the seasoning in, I could just mix it from there. And I have not added the little splash of mine, and I'll show you that shortly. All right, y'all, I'm recording with my left hand here so you can see how much of the Pinot Grigio I put in. It's not a lot. That's it. Boom. Done. I'm gonna mix that up. I'm gonna add a little bit of golden monk fruit sweetener, and that's it. I don't measure out. I just eyeball it. I take the top off of the seasoning like this and kind of just until it's like the color that I want. I still might add just like a little bit more. And then I added a little bit of fresh cracked pepper. Let me mix this up. Again, I'm doing this one-handed, but this is how much monk fruit sweetener I put in. Just until it covers. Then mix it. Just add a little bit until you know, because this is just like to your taste. So just add a little bit, mix it, add a little bit, mix it. I about know how much
we like. So this is how much we like. All right, y'all. So this is all the way done. It tastes delicious. I'm telling y'all, you guys gotta try this. It's good. So I have our low carb spinach wraps here. These are 4 net carbs. I'm gonna go ahead, add our chicken salad to them. Now, if you wanted more of a chip as opposed to having like a wrap or like a fold over, you can use a pizza cutter, cut these up, cut your tortillas up and fry them or air fry them. Fry them in a little bit of oil. It'll crisp right up like it's a chip. That's really great if you miss that crunch, or if you want to have tortillas of some sort, that's a great way to do it. Or if you want to be a little bit more healthier, you can use your air fryer. So we're just gonna have regular wraps because I have the spinach as well that's gonna go on this plate. So let me go ahead and make these up. Here's my plate, here's hubby's plate. I know it's a lot of cabbage, but this is technically our first meal of the day. But this is going to be our last meal of the day. Time check, it is 6:19. I feel so good about this week. I feel like a freaking rock star. So much energy. So I'm really, really happy with how I feel mentally and physically.
All right, so that is what I ate. Sorry, the sun is starting to come in right now this morning, but that is what I ate all week. Okay, so let me tell you, the biggest game changer for me, and I don't know, it just mentally clicked, was for me to prioritize my nutrients as opposed to taste and emotion. So, you know, I've always said you don't have to enjoy everything you eat. You don't have to find joy and happiness from everything you eat. And that's what emotional eating is. It like feels good. You know, some people eat when they're happy. Some people eat when they're sad. I know for me, I usually eat when I'm happy. Some people, you know, eat when they're depressed. They eat when they're stressed. All that kind of stuff. You don't have to get any emotion out of food. You can just look at it like it is fuel for your body. And I used to feel that way years ago when I first started this journey and I was eating my smoothies, but I don't know, somewhere it got disconnected. And now I'm back and I'm like, okay, I'm prioritizing my nutrition over like how something tastes, if that makes sense. Like just like putting gas in the car, you know? So I felt amazing this week. I wasn't bloated. I didn't have any headaches besides, you know, like a sinus, because the pollen here in Georgia is like off the chain. I didn't have any aches and pains. I, you know, just felt energized. And I don't know if it's a mental thing because I knew that I was eating better, or if it was actually like me making sure I got all those vitamins and stuff like that. So I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling amazing. I'm just so happy. So go ahead. I did my bikini shot, so go ahead so you can see my before and after pictures. Here we are, girl. I am feeling really good this week. I don't feel bloated whatsoever. My energy's up. I can tell, I don't know, I just feel like I can tell I'm on the right track, if that makes sense, because my stomach doesn't hurt at all and I don't feel bloated whatsoever, and that's huge. But here I am, you know, I still feel like I look real, well, I've always looked good. You guys know that I've always said that. I've always said it, I look good, and I still do. Because she's cute. You know, you've got to hype yourself up. You've got to be your best cheerleader. You know, you've got to be your number one cheerleader for sure. You can't rely on other people or, you know, seek validation from other people's standards, you know? So I feel like I look good, but more importantly, I feel good. I still got my little fake thigh gap going on and I'm here for that. But yeah, here I am. Compared to what I looked like almost a year ago, it's still amazing to me. You know, I'm still trying to lose what I gained the last couple of months, but I feel like I still got it. I'll always have it. And she looks good, okay? She looks good. Here's a full body shot, in case you're wondering. So, yep. All right, so before I tell you how much weight I lost, I wanted to address, I got a lot of comments from last week's video, and there was one that it was just too long for me to type up. And it was really outlandish, so I'll put it up here on the screen, but I wanted to address Eb so that she knows something very, very clear, okay? I have never, ever, 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 ever wanted to negatively affect my health for the sake of being skinny. Girl, that was the most outlandish. That might have been one of the most outlandish comments that I've ever gotten. And I've gotten some ignorant comments that I just delete. But like stuff like this, it's like, I need to address you. Let me tell you something, honey. I'm 39 years old. You think I give a crap about being skinny? Plus, my definition of skinny and the European standards definition of skinny and beauty are two completely different things, okay? So I have never, ever, ever. I'm not doing this just to be skinny. All right. I'm a very secure person. I always have been at every weight that I've been, and I will never negatively affect my health for the sake of being skinny. That just, you obviously are new here, sis. So before you get reckless with your fingers, do your research, watch some more of my videos so that you can educate yourself on me. Okay. I do want to say that I share this journey, not like I just share my journey for like camaraderie, for the community, for like support for one another, but I definitely don't share to be judged. Okay. And I felt like that comment was just so reckless and judgmental, and she doesn't know me, you know, and so, or know my journey. At least watch more than one video before you type something very irresponsible and reckless. I have a lot of people who watch this channel and have watched some of my keto videos, and I would never want that to be portrayed here in this space. Okay. So let's just be very clear on that. I'm not a doctor. I don't give advice at all. I just share what works for me. And I encourage you to do your own research and educate yourself and share what works for you. I know there are tons of channels on here, doctors that I follow and I watch at times, but does that mean I apply everything that they say for you to apply? No. I mean, I'm human. You know, I do what I can when I can. So I just wanted to make that very clear here. That is not what this is. Yeah, and it's not about eating 3 full meals. You know, I just eat when I'm hungry, okay? And intermittent fasting and stuff really does help me and my body type. I've talked to my doctor about it. It helps me. Now, is it gonna help you? Maybe not. Maybe you need to eat 3 meals a day. Maybe you need to eat 5 meals a day. I don't know, everybody's different. For me, when I'm eating keto, I don't need to eat 3 full meals a day because I'm just not hungry. I feel like I'd just be eating just for the sake of eating. And that's never been the case for me. So I just wanted to address that. But I get the majority of the comments are so loving. I love you guys so much. The ones that are positive, at least. Even the people who, you guys give me constructive criticism too, and I accept that. Like, I accept all of that. But that comment, I'm not going to accept. So I just wanted to address that here. All right, so enough of that. Okay, so you're wanting to know how much weight I lost, or if I move the needle at least on my journey. I have, girl. I lost 5.9 pounds. Okay, 5.9 pounds. And that was just from me. I think the smoothies helped, making sure I'm getting my greens, the hemp hearts, the chia seeds, the fiber, I think is huge. And my bowel movements have been wonderful, because you know, earlier in the journey, girl, those bowel movements are intense, especially if you're eating dairy while eating keto. It's hard, but the fiber is a game changer when it comes to bowel movements, and they have been smooth sailing, to say the least. So I'm really happy about that. But like, seriously, tracking your nutrients it just opened up my eyes to my nutrition more, and to like just realizing and prioritizing that. And that's going to be my goal going forward, is prioritizing. I'm getting to prioritize to make sure I'm getting the nutrients that I need, and then everything will fall suit. So I'm just really happy. I encourage you guys to try tracking your nutrients. Now, tracking calories is not something I do. I'm not here for the calories in, calories out thing. That doesn't work for me. I've done that before, and that doesn't do anything for me. But like, if you can find an app that tracks your nutrients as well, because they're kind of hard to find. The one that I have tracked some of them. It didn't track all of them. Usually they just track calories and carbs and stuff like that. But start paying attention to that, because it is it's a game changer for me. It definitely helps. So I'm really, really happy this week. So the plans for next week is to continue on this path of making sure I'm getting the nutrients that I need, making sure that I'm drinking enough water, and just going on to see if I'm just like kickstarting everything back up. If you're wondering how much weight I've lost in total since I started this journey, I've been posting every week a keto video for 11 months? 10 months now. I have lost, because you know, remember, I gained some, girl, and I lost some. I've lost a total and kept it off of 20.4 pounds. And that is since June 22nd. I'm looking at my Fitbit app. Since June 22nd, so it's been 10 months. So I have lost 20.4 pounds and have kept it off. Now, was it more before? Yeah, it was around 30-ish. you know, at the height, like when I kept losing before the holidays and all that, it was around 30 pounds, but I'm down to 20, but it's all good. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So anyway, that's it, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below and let me know, how was your week? How did you do? Are you going to start tracking your nutrients? And if you do, let me know how you're going to do it and what nutrients you're going to track. Maybe there are other nutrients. Maybe you're deficient in other nutrients. I don't know what nutrients I'm deficient in, so I just kind of look at all, like, the big 6 that people talk about the most. But it definitely has helped with my energy for sure, and I bet it will help with yours too. It helps with brain fog for me and everything. So like, let me know, leave a comment down below and let me know if you're gonna do that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.